very special to me actually because I helped her kind of come along and find her passion, which she might have found anyway, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm with a really good friend of mine and old client of mine. This is Jaylen Dehoyos, and she is a power lifter at Central High School. And yeah, we're going to talk about that today. So let's talk a little bit about first. So when you started powerlifting, or let's say when you started lifting, like it was kind of an introduction to weightlifting whenever you came to the gym. You know, you kind of didn't know a whole lot about anything. And what kind of made you really interested in it? Like what part of it did you like the most and all that?
Just really seeing how like some people were dedicated to just one sport or multiple sports. Seeing you when you first started helping me with in the gym, learning how to do weights and the bench and all that. It kind of just made me more motivated to do and try different things with sports.
Nice.
And powerlifting was not an option. It was just never in my mind. But I've always done volleyball and basketball.
Yeah.
And freshman year is when we kind of introduced powerlifting is when it started.
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. You know, it's weird. Powerlifting is one of those sports that unfortunately doesn't get as much credit or is not shown as much as other sports. And that is unfortunate because it is absolutely a sport. And one of the things we're going to discuss here in a minute is how a lot of colleges aren't offering scholarships, full scholarships, or even partial scholarships for powerlifting, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, so you kind of fell in love with the whole process. You really enjoyed. I know that when I trained you, we had a blast. Like you really loved weightlifting. You always had a good time. It was always fun. And I knew you had a natural ability towards it. You kind of you showed that pretty early on. You had really good neuromuscular control. Like you could, in coordination, you could pick up things fast. Your muscles kind of fired synergistically already, like in the beginning, but then it just got better, like exponentially. And that was cool to see. And so really from that point, when someone's gifted like that, it's really just comes down to if you're passionate about it.
Yes.
And it turns out you were, and I know you started to work out with Tommy here in town who owns the bar, and he instructed you a little bit, and he specializes in powerlifting. And do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So I work out at the Bar Athletic Club, which we have personal trainers there. And I started off with Bailey, but right now I'm with Michael. They both helped me to develop in the powerlifting sport, which made me stronger each year. Um,
Cool. Yeah. So, man, big shout out to Bailey and Michael. You guys, seriously, absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm still a strength coach. I still train clients. Huge place in my heart for that and what you've done with Jaylen. I mean, it really means a lot to me, and I think it's cool that you helped her to pursue her passion and get even better at it, and to help her come to the point where she is now. Because we're going to talk about powerlifting at Central High School. So let's talk real quick about your first year, and then we'll talk about your second year, and then we'll talk about what's upcoming this year. So describe kind of your first year.
so my first year in powerlifting, which was freshman year, I did not know anything. Matt right here helped me to do weights. I was nervous my first meet, and we thought we can do like a max, which was maybe like 215.
Yeah.
And then I went to the meet and I did like maybe
Blew it out of
30.
the water,
Yeah,
right?
I did
Yeah.
like 30 more pounds more.
Yep.
Which I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go tell Matt.
Yeah.
So I was just so excited. And then just like learning from my like freshman year, which I had good teammates at Central that would help me do more weight in that. And then going into my sophomore year is when I got a personal trainer to help me in powerlifting, which that's when I started to get more weight and get more stronger. And now my senior year this year is coming up. Just hoping that this year I bring home and win state and do good.
Yes, awesome. That's going to be really cool. So, like she said, that first year, you know, she didn't know a whole lot about it and went in there and just blew it out of the water. Did more weight than you thought you could ever do, and even exceeded what I thought she was going to do. And then to go year before last to get 10th, and then last year got third place at state as a junior. So this year, like she said, we're looking to take home that. She's going to take home that first place at state. And what's cool is, what I want to touch on here a little bit is sometimes with female athletes, they're kind of hesitant or resistant to getting into weight training or powerlifting in particular. And one of the most common misconceptions is some women feel like if they do that, that they're going to bulk up, that their muscles are going to become too bulky, that they're not going to look feminine. And you obviously show the opposite of that. Very beautiful, very feminine, lots of great muscle structure, but not like bulky. I mean, what do you have to say about that? Like, what kind of advice or encouragement can you give to other women your age?
I would just say, just do what you love. Each sport is very different. You build different muscles, strengths, but I say if you like a sport or like what you're doing, I say just go after it. It doesn't matter other people's opinion as long as you think that you can be good in it. But being strong, being big is totally okay as long as you like it.
That's really good. That's what matters is if you like it, right? Man, that's cool. Yeah, and so one of the other things we wanted to talk about is, so Jaylen is looking into going to the next level, taking her sport to the next level and playing at the collegiate level, doing powerlifting at the collegiate level. And she's looking into a few different colleges. She's got a couple on her list. Do you want to talk about any of those? Maybe mention them?
So Midland University in Nebraska, and then UTSA in San Antonio, and then UT in Austin.
Yeah. We'll be pushing her to go to UT, obviously. But what's interesting, like I was talking about, is finding out that most colleges don't offer powerlifting scholarships, and we'd love to hear from you guys on that, especially guys that are in this area, coaches, strength coaches, personal trainers, team coaches. That's interesting, and why? What's the reason? Because the thing is, a lot of people don't know that powerlifting is a team sport. It's very individual, but it's also a team sport. So it'd be cool to get more schools to offer that. One of the ones we know that does is Houston, which is on her list. Midland. It's on her list.
Yes.
That's one of the only ones that offers a full ride scholarship. But so that's cool. So when does the season actually start for you for your senior year?
It starts next month. Our first meet is the 20th, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. The 20th. And where is that meet going to be at?
It will be in Abilene Cooper.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Abilene Cooper. All right. Wonderful. All right. So anything else you want to talk about today? Anything you want to tell the audience or anything?
I think if you like a sport or have a passion in something that maybe family or other people don't believe you in, but I say just go after it. There will always be people that will support you and won't support you, but like Matt here, I didn't have no faith in me in powerlifting, but if you have other people supporting you along the way, it'll help a lot. In which I'm glad that I met Matt at a point where I did not know what I wanted to do in sports. And I'm glad I started off in powerlifting, and he helped me along the way.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for saying that. That's really cool. It was a really cool time for me as well. And what's been great is to see Jaylen progress, throughout the last 3 or 4 years, and still, her mother Yvonne, big shout out to you for always, reaching out to me and telling me how Jaylen's doing, how she competed, how she plays, when she got third at state, about this new opportunity to sign with college. So that's really cool. It's something I really love and will always love to do. So, man, this was really great. Thank you for coming in today, and we'll take it back to you guys from here.